One of the things that I wanted to talk to you about today was the Land Cruiser radius arms. Now, on the 80, 105, 76, 78 and 79 series Land Cruisers, they run a radius arm, and this is an example of our radius arm. They go underneath the diff and run back to the chassis and keep the diff in place. Now, the location of these bushings and their positioning alters the caster, which is basically looking side on the angle of the wheels this way. So with more caster, you get better drivability and better steering at speed. What happens is when you pick up or when you lift a Land Cruiser, you lose some of that caster, so this puts it back in. But this has got other advantages. These are lighter than the OE ones. They're 1.5 times stronger than the OE ones. They have extra clearance here because right here is a track rod that runs across, and if you've lifted the vehicle, you've got an opportunity for that track rod to hit. So there's clearance here. They're shaped better at the bottom for better ground clearance. They're 15mm longer, so you can imagine if you're picking the vehicle up, as you pick the vehicle up, the radius arms actually pull back, and so these are 15mm longer, which pushes the diff further forward and corrects these problems that happen with the lift. These are the straight ones. Now, on the later 70 series Land Cruisers, they have a version that's called a DPF, which is a diesel particulate filter. And in the design of using that DPF, the radius arms then have to be flared out. They actually come along, come out a little bit and go back in. So we've got a separate set that are made for the DPF models. We also do one for the Nissan Patrols that we're very, very proud of. The basic Patrol one has a pin running off this end straight here, and that goes into the chassis. You imagine trying to flex a pin down, because this flexes like this as the diff moves up and down. So what we've done is we've created and put a barrel bush like the Land Cruiser one and called it a hybrid arm in effect. There's been other hybrid arms along the journey and people have recognised that this is a better way to do it. However, as far as I know, the best point about ours is that the pivot box that's used to hold this barrel bush is tucked right back up high in the chassis, so there's no hang-up points under here. That was one of the biggest problems. People were using drop boxes. Even our earlier version of these things had a mini drop box, but there's always created this hang-up point. And now with our new version 2s, there is no hang-up points. They're also ADR compliant up to the highest GVM upgrade in Australia. And best feature of all of these things is they have a lifetime warranty, including the bushings. Original purchaser, original car. That's almost unheard of. They're a fabulous piece of equipment and we're very proud to have them. If you'd like to see one of these things or purchase one of these, the best bet is to go to your local four-wheel drive store, like an Opposite Lock. We deal with most four-wheel drive stores across Australia and New Zealand. They'll be able to help you.